also discussing Manchester City. Bernardo Silva looks like he's on his way out. He doesn't know what his future holds at the football club. They've lost Jesus, Sterling, Zinchenko. Now potentially Bernardo Silva. 20 goal involvements in 50 games last season. He's had 251 games, scored 48 goals and 50 assists. I mean, it's an incredible stat. He's taken a lot out of the team. Does it weaken them? Does it improve Spurs and Arsenal's opportunities? And Liverpool?
Why do you keep talking about Spurs and Arsenal, honestly? What
do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
What, honestly?
Well, your mob's not getting involved.
Honestly, you Spurs. We wait till tomorrow. We're doing a Spurs-Chelsea. We're doing the Sports Bar Derby tomorrow night, right? Chelsea-Spurs, right? We do it tomorrow night.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Because you're just
going to build it up. And you're our bogey team. It's just pointless.
What?
We'll finish above you this season. We'll finish above you.
And do what?
But we won't beat you. That's what's going to happen.
And what do you win with that?
Well, we'll finish above you. Come on now. Al, you're meant to be on my side here, yeah? This is the donut that we all just slaughter. You're meant to be on my team. All right, we'll do it. Let's go to Andy, who's a Manchester United fan. Andy, good evening.
How you doing, guys?
All right. Talking of chickens, what's going on at Man United?
Oh, no.
Oh, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Man City, apparently, yeah?
Yeah, go on. The big club in Manchester now.
Well, I think there's a bit more to it if you read between the lines, yeah?
Go on.
Where's Declan Rice going next year?
Don't know. You tell me.
I think City are clearing the decks for a big bid for him and obviously big wages. Haaland's on massive wages. They've cleared the decks of Sterling's wages, Jesus' wages, and they're clearing the decks.
Just to get Declan Rice?
How long's Rodri got? They need another centre midfielder, and Declan Rice is who they want.
But they need to win this season, though. The Champions League's up for grabs. They haven't won it. It's always the question mark over Pep. Well, you telling me he's going to give up? We'll try and get through this season with what we've got. That's not happening.
It's not by the owners, though, is it? Otherwise, they would have got rid of him like they would have got rid of all the other managers did in the Champions League. As long as Pep's playing the football that they want to see, the owners, and they're breaking even on the money side, which they are. But they can't get any more in the stadium. They can't sell any more shirts. They've got to sell some players. Now, at the end of the day, they made money on Sterling, didn't they, for what they bought him for?
They got their money back there or thereabouts, yeah. It was. Yeah. They've done great business, yeah.
Well, what did they get on Jesus? You know what I mean? They didn't make a loss on him. So they're balancing the books all the time.
But that's
they didn't used to.
They are careful. But that's a conversation.
They never used to be, but they have to be now. Otherwise, they would have got that defender that you ended up spending a fortune on.
That's what I mean.
City never used to do that. They break the bank and get who they want.
But they didn't though. This is what City were very cautious about what they spent and who they spent money on. But they have been. They won't. No, but they have been. They wouldn't get into a bidding war. Historically they do pay big dollars, but they don't break world record fees. And that's what he's saying they'll have to do. They have to break the British transfer.
They broke the British transfer record.
No, but how?
Yeah, but historically, that's not what they do, is it?
They did that last season.
But that's historically. They tend not to get into a bidding war. They don't. They walk away from They walked away from Maguire. They walk away from Cucurella. They'll do that. I don't know whether they'll go to that.
How much did he spend on Walker?
50 million.
Would anyone else have bought him for that?
Well, they should have, because he's worth every penny.
Yeah, I get that, but they didn't, and no one would have spent that kind of money.
But that's great investing then. That's great investment.
If they'd have gone for the fullback that you went with, what Brighton wanted, which
Cucurella.
Wasn't what... Yeah. But it wasn't the fee that Chelsea have ended up paying.
Right.
But Brighton only wanted 5 or 8 million more than City's bid.
No, I think City went to 40, Chelsea I think went to 60. I think in the end it was quite a big difference. But anyway, we'll see. But this season is the problem, isn't it? This season,
I don't think they give up this season, Andy. I don't think they, let's let them go. Let's balance the books, and we'll just try and get through.
I think Pep knows he can go on a run that will get him the league title, come what may, with what he's got. And we don't know what he's got on the training ground, because you never get to see any of the kids, and they don't loan that many out anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting. There might be some stars there.
There's got to be another Foden somewhere around the corner with that coaching staff that they've got there.
I played against Man City's reserves. Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, thanks for
the call, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, Man City they're careful. They can be careful.
Oh, come on, mate. They're not careful.
They can be. They're tend
careful.
not to get.
They're not Liverpool.
They're not Liverpool. It's true. They're not Liverpool.
Right, so
but they're not.
Let's be realistic here.
No, but they're not doing what Barca are doing either.
I mean, Barcelona are just ridiculous. What's going on there?
What is happening there?
I don't know what's going on. It is a joke.
Have they won the lottery? Who won Euro? Who won Euro
What is
Millions?
actually going on at Barcelona? Someone please tell me. Because it's actually ridiculous. Poor De Jong can't get paid. They're trying to cancel his contract. And they're signing everyone.
He must be sitting there. They owe me money. I bet he's done the right thing, right? And now they're saying to him, that contract, we think we might want to go back to the original one you're on. By the way, we're going to sign him, and him.
It's great. Jeez. I know. I only get away with that in Spain. Let's go to Dermot, who's a Spurs fan. Dermot.
Hi, how are you? Guys, how are you? All right?
Yeah, we're good, Dermot. How are you?
All right, Derm.
Okay, Jason, I was a little bit rude to you before the last time I spoke to you. I don't really remember. You might have forgotten.
Oh, a lot of people are rude to me, Derm. You're one of many.
Believe it or not, my name is actually Dermot Gallagher.
Is it?
That's a true story, yeah.
Oh.
It's true. But
Okay.
I gave you a hard time.
You're a good ref. You're a good ref, Dermot.
Do you know what? I reckon I could. Honestly,
Probably do a better job than Dermot.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, he's brilliant. I think he's great. I know you get on with him really well. I was a little bit harsh with Jason because I said that he played for Spurs and he's a Chelsea fan. And
I do remember that. It wasn't that long ago, was it, Derm? I remember that.
Sorry about that, mate. I want to apologise.
Dermot, why are you apologising? Dermot, double down.
No.
Tell him straight. He is a disgrace.
No,
he used to play for Spurs and all he does is dig us out.
No, Derm's all right.
So
Derm's
you don't have to apologise on here, Derm. It's
listen,
fine.
It's fine.
I'm going to be really honest. The season before, I actually thought Chelsea, after they won the Champions League, I actually thought they were favourites to win the Premier League. But they didn't whatever happened, they just didn't happen. And now the signings you've made, I think, if you get De Jong, for example, but with Bernardo Silva, I think Man City, if they sold him, if that's true, I think that's a big loss for them.
Yeah.
I really do rate. I think he's a brilliant player.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
I like you, Derm. Put Derm. Get rid of Spurs. Put Derm Chelsea fan. Put that down.
No, I was a little bit harsh.
Come on, Derm, come on, mate. Dermot. No, you listen to me, Dermot. Listen to me. All right? Yeah. You've got Chelsea at the weekend. Spurs, Chelsea, the sports bar derby. You need to be rattling his cages. You need to be rattling his cages.
Yeah, we can resume.
Not sucking up to him.
Yeah,
no, but I was a little bit. I felt like I gave him a hard time. He played for Tottenham. He scored a great goal against Ipswich. I remember it well.
Yeah, Schiller.
Come on for shin, Dermot.
That was a brilliant
trying to
goal.
kick it out the ground.
Yeah.
That was like, everyone's talking about that goal by the Watford player.
I know.
It was a good goal.
Derm, listen, you're a good lad. You're my favourite Spurs fan.
Well, hopefully we get a good result against you. But
if we do, Derm, if we do, you beat us, we'll have a chat on Monday. How about that?
I'd love that, mate.
Go straight to the top of the queue.
Are Chelsea going to get De Jong, do you think?
Do you know what? It's all over. There's loads of the back pages. Chelsea targets De Jong and Aubameyang set for crunch. Barca talks as exit nears. That's what it says here. Back page of the Sun. Sorry, the Telegraph apparently.
What are you doing back pages already? What are you doing?
I'm just having a chat to Derm. You stare at yourself on telly.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at myself in the sky. I look all right there, don't I?
No, you don't.
What's going on here? Doing back pages now. Go on.
I'm just telling him. Just having a conversation with Derm.
Back pages with the idiot Jason Cundy.
Derm's all right. Leave Derm alone.
Jay, honestly,
Dermot O'Query!
Evening, Derm.
Do all that VAR stuff. Yeah. I do think that Chelsea, if they sign those players, I would say they could make a good run at the league.
Yeah. Do you know what,
Derm, give us a VAR moment this season. Any refereeing decisions you've not been happy with?
Do you know what? I'll tell you the truth. I was actually running the line on Sunday.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So Dermot Gallagher actually runs a line?
Yeah, I know. But my mate, he's like learning to be a ref, and he shouldn't actually be reffing at all because he's had so many red cards. I raised the flag, and I said, it was clearly offside. And I gave it as a goal, and I said, Cole, come over. And he said, no. I said, Cole, seriously, it was offside. He told me to Foxtrot Oscar,
careful. Yeah.
Foxtrot Oscar, it was like that. Yeah. But he's no, seriously though, I do think that what I'd like to say is that I do think it'll be a very open Premier League. Like everyone, there's been quite a few teams go apart from Man United, of course. there'll be a few teams actually going for the league. And I think Spurs, obviously, have got a good chance.
Derm, let's have a chat. We'll have a chat next week, all right?
We'll see, Derm. Top man, mate.
We'll change it to Dermot, the Chelsea fan, right?
No, never.
Yeah.
Monday we'll talk about.
Don't feel like it.
Cheers, Derm.
Top man, mate. Keep your call coming in. We want to hear from Man City fans. If you've been at a Carabao Cup game as well, 03 717 22 33